welcome to Poul's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making the best ribs you're ever going to see. You know what? Sometimes you go to a restaurant, you can pay big money and get a lot of good ribs, but here's the problem. It's expensive. It's super expensive. And it's so expensive that nobody would ever want to pay it. Or if you do it yourself sometimes, it's also expensive. But today Superstore had some really good ribs. I got this for $8. What do you think?
That's really good.
So we're going to make some really amazing ribs, and I'm going to start off by some liquid smoke. You don't need to pour a lot of this on here. A little bit will go a long way. Believe me, if you put too much, it's going to taste like a shoe. It's good. I don't have gloves, so I'm using a plastic baggie here, so that will actually help a little bit. Believe it or not, I've got the oven on 275. It's already preheated. Chef Amy is just slow. It is what it is.
No.
By the way, it's Chef Amy. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate it. Then I'm going to do this in a lot of mustard.
And that's Chef Paul, by the way. He forgot to introduce himself.
So liquid smoke is going to give you some more flavor, as if you're smoking it in the smoker. So it actually does help quite a bit. You want to pat this down so it actually goes right into your meat. And this is some smoldering smoked applewood. If you have a favorite spice that I'm not listing, hey, go ahead and use it. It's not going to kill you. And then I got some maple bacon spice.
It's really good.
So we're cooking this very low and slow. And I got some chicken and rib. Now these are pork ribs. And then I got some turmeric. Turmeric's really good for you, so. Now this is going to go in the oven for about 3 hours before we actually put the barbecue sauce on
and cook it with that.
Yeah, and cook it with the barbecue sauce that I'm going to make. So now I'm going to use some fresh ground black pepper. Now I'm going to push this down here. And now I'm going to flip this around.
And do the other side?
And do the other side. So, now I'm going to use a different baggie for this side because, well, this already got everything on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to push the liquid smoke in there, and again with liquid smoke, you got to be very, very careful of it because it's going to be very, very easy for it to get in, like getting too much in. It'll taste like a rotten shoe. It really will.
You only need a little bit.
There should be enough mustard.
Yeah, should be.
Liquid smoke is an amazing flavor to have, but you just need a little bit.
It's really strong.
It's super, super strong, like stronger than you'll ever believe. And I'm just going to put the spices back on. It's not every day you're going to be able to get a meal like this.
No, not for that price.
Just going to rub this on so it pushes right in because you want this all to breathe right into your meat. We're not going to cover this. It does not need to be covered. I want this on 275. And you want to set a timer for 3 hours.
Or just remember what time you put in that.
So it's 1 hour.
There.
So do I have to hit time?
Yeah.
There we go. So that's on for 3 hours. Pay attention to it. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. We're gonna clean the rest of the stuff up, put everything away because we don't need no more. We're probably gonna need a little bit when we start making the sauce. We don't need the second. So please hit that like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back when we're ready to take this out and start wrapping it up. Welcome back. So this has been in for a couple hours, and now I need to getting it back up a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is now I'm just going to pour a little bit of honey on this. And I'm going to grab a spoon. Just going to smear honey around here. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, you need to put some sugar, and you need to put some, and you also need to put some butter on this. Yes, it will help make it a little bit more tender, but honey gives it enough sweetness. And what this is going to do, it's going to start making this a little bit more tender, a little bit nicer, but you don't need a lot of everything else because it's just not necessary. So I'm going to wrap this in tin foil, and we're going to put this back in the oven. Same temperature for 45 minutes. And yes, it is going to be a little messy because it's already on that, and that's not a big deal. But see how I've already lined the bottom of that pan with tinfoil anyways? And what that's going to basically do for us there, it's going to make it so that it's a little bit more not so difficult to clean later, because honestly, it can be a real pain. It really can be. And we don't want to do that. I also don't want to sit here and load this up with so much sugar that nobody can stand to eat it, or if you're diabetic like we are, it's just going to cause more issues. Honey provides enough sweetness as is, so we don't really need any more. So wrap it up nice and tight. And we're going to put this in for about 45 minutes. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to put some sauce on it and bake it a little bit more. But we're almost done. It's not a hard recipe. What do you think, Amy?
It's going to be really good.
Oh, it is. Was it really that hard?
No.
Not at all. So let's hit that like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back. Welcome back. This is Chef Paul with me, Chef Amy.
Hi.
So we're back. So thanks for tuning in. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Okay, so we're going to make the sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of honey in. Don't need a whole lot, but just a little bit. I'm going to put some Mexican crema in. I'm going to put some gochujang sauce. It's got a little bit of spice to it, and that's all right. I'm going to put quite a bit in there. And apple cider vinegar, you know what? Any sauce you make, you should always put this in. It's really, really important. And I'm going to put a dash of liquid smoke in here. Just a little bit, don't need a whole lot of that.
No.
I'm not going to put any more spice in.
What's that?
And this is our banana ketchup. It actually does taste quite a bit like ketchup. It has a little bit of spice, but it's not hot. Gochujang sauce has a little bit more heat in. Now, get creative with your own sauces, guys. Like, you don't have to make it exactly the way I did. This is stuff we have only around the house, so I mean, that's why we're eating it, because we have a lot of it. And then I'm going to put some onion whiskey barbecue sauce. With the President's Choice blend. And it's pretty good. Now this is important, guys. Really, really important.
You gotta mix it up really good.
Gotta mix it up really good, but you also have to taste it.
Yes.
Once it's mixed, you have to taste it. You might need to add, you might have put a little bit too much apple cider vinegar, and if that's the case, you need to add a little bit more of everything else in, just to make sure that you're not just tasting apple cider vinegar, because that's not a good thing.
No.
But you definitely want the apple cider vinegar. If you have cholesterol issues, if you have diabetes, if you have a lot of other issues, this is the best thing in the world for you, and it will definitely make you, and it will definitely 100% help you with it. So, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things that you have to have. And it's going to go great on the ribs.
Yum.
But if you don't mix it, it's just not going to taste good. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yay.
So that's done. We're waiting for the ribs to finish the first phase. Once that's done, we're going to unwrap them and we're going to put in barbecue sauce and we're going to finish. So it's not going to take that long. It's going to be really good though. So we'll be back very soon. Welcome back. So we're done that process here where our tin foil's here and we're ready to put some barbecue sauce on. So we're going to take this out of the oven. And then I'm going to move it up to 315. So it's going to have to take a little bit of time
to reheat.
Because that's the way it does. And I'm going to unwrap it. It's almost like a Christmas gift, really.
And look at that.
Does that not look
good? That looks excellent and it smells so good in here.
It does.
If you guys could only smell what it smells like in here right now, you'd be crying for these.
Now, we're not going to throw this in the garbage right now. This just got out of the oven. It's hot. We don't need to throw that in the oven or in the garbage quite yet. We want that to cool down. But at the same time, I don't exactly want to leave it on there because it's just not necessary. So just going to take that off and we're going to let this cool down for a bit. Now see how that is right now? Now I'm going to come out and I'm going to take some barbecue sauce.
Homemade barbecue sauce.
Yep, barbecue sauce that you just got done watching us make. Now if there's any left over, and drench it a little bit more, but throw the rest away. You can't save this for another time because you've already dirtied it on the meat, so it's not really usable.
Yeah.
And if you need to make more, just to make sure that you actually have enough, then go ahead and do that.
But what we use easily made enough.
We should have made enough, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now. And probably in the wash, which they are. Amy just did the wash, so.
Dishes.
Dishes, so You're going to have to do it again. Turn that over.
And do the other side.
And do the other side. Now, this shouldn't take too long for the oven to reheat.
It's almost reheated now.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't take long. I added so much time to this that
And there we go.
I'm going to leave this in for 15 minutes, basically. And you know what? I think I made just enough sauce.
Yeah, I think you did. So we won't have to throw any out,
Oh, a little bit.
but not much.
What you're going to do on this is you're going to make sure that you fill that with water. Because that way, when you make your wife clean your dishes for you later, it's a little bit easier to do.
He cooks, I clean, so it's all good.
Yep. So we're going to put this back in the oven, and we're going to put this in for another 15 minutes, and that's it.
All right.
So timer.
It's on 17. There we go.
And that's it. So 15 minutes, and this is going to be done. So we'll be back in 15 minutes and close her up. I'm telling you, this is going to be awesome. I bet Amy wishes she had thought to make some rice before work so she could take it with her.
Oh, well.
So hit that like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back very soon. Welcome back. So Chef Amy had to go to work, so unfortunately she's gone. But look at these ribs. They're nice, tender. I'm going to let them sit for a few minutes. Let them cool. But these are going to really cut out really off the bone really easy. They're going to be nice and tender. Amy and I plan to serve these with rice, and we're basically going to cut them up so it's just meat with rice, and I think that's going to be really good. I think Amy's going to love these. I mean, nice, juicy, and tender. Oh, they're going to be great. So, hey, like, hit us up on WhatsApp, irc.poulskitchen.com. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, drop a comment. We'd love to hear what you think. But thanks for coming out. Chef Josh, if you're looking at this, we hope you like this, man. You guys have a great day.